Right, now you can see why I put the big coat on. It's absolutely bucketing it down.
Next year. Anyway, that's the end of this growing season. It's my cabbage, which we'll be enjoying.
You know, it always rains here at the nurseries in Mumby.
Sensing a complaint about me. We're really disappointed when we arrived.
We'll start this vlog off a little bit different. Right, just come to see Rasha. She's had a walk. Somebody bought Rasha these Bono original bones, which she's absolutely loving. But what she sometimes does, I don't think she'll do it now, she's actually started to bury these in the bed. So she'll have a little bit of a nibble, then she'll often go up to my pillow and start to dig, and she's actually started now to bury these bones like you're a daft dog, Rasha. You're absolutely a daft dog, aren't you? A very, very daft dog. The weather forecast today should have been okay, and it is grey, very, very, very grey, and very, very miserable. I'll take you outside in a minute, and it was a little bit damp earlier, but it's now started raining, which wasn't on the forecast. So I'm going to put on a big raincoat because I don't want to get myself soaking wet, and I'm going to get in the office. I've got a few bits and bobs I need to do, and I did plan on getting the hedge that I started yesterday, the tree line, scraggly bits finished off, and grass. The grass is definitely going to be a no-no because of the rain. Right, let's get me big coat on. Yeah, proper grey and miserable. What I'll also do, I'll just whip over to the tent pitches. This time of year now, the farmers are clearing the dikes from all the overgrowth, what's grown over the summer months. So they've got the date. It stopped raining, so they've got the drainage for winter. So if you remember, a wee while back we showed you them. They had the flails out cutting back the hedges and things like that, and now they're clearing out the dikes. So we'll just go down and just show you what's going on. So if you're not from these parts, Lincolnshire is incredibly flat. We're almost on sea level, and many years ago the land was drained, and basically there's dikes everywhere. So it's really important that the dikes are kept clear to stop any potential flooding. All around the site, it's a bit like a moat basically, but there's a dike, and this one here is currently being cleared, as you can see. What going on there with it all, pulling loads and loads and loads of muck out of the ground and clearing it all. It's just so there's lots of water. And then if you look down here, you can see how much has been scooped out. So back earlier on this year, was it March, I think, April, when we had all that rain, this was like a river down here, absolutely like 3/4 full. So that's going on there. Now you can see why I put the big coat on. It's absolutely bucketing it down, and this shouldn't have been coming on till tomorrow. So as I'm filming this now, it's Tuesday morning, but Wednesday and Thursday apparently we've got this storm Agnes on the way. So yuck. Right, let's get in. Right, the rain has stopped. I might have a window of dryness to get the petrol hedge cutter out, but before I do that, I'm just going to go and do the campsite facilities, give them a quick once over. As I say, we're really quiet at the moment, so yeah, shouldn't be a big job. Also, I've not done this for a while. Have a big shout out if you're a new subscriber. I was just looking at some stats and everything. So in the last couple of weeks, we've been gaining new subscribers. So thank you ever so much if you've hit that subscribe bell. Right, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to go and get me get my rubber gloves on and nip into the loos and showers and give them a quick once over. Right, open up the motor shed. A lot later than normal with the rain, and then and grab the hedge cutters, top them up with 2-stroke, go on trim back them scraggly bits left over from yesterday. And again, campsite's quiet. I've got a couple on this afternoon, so coming on to the weekend we've got not a lot, but we've got a few on for the weekend, and it's exceedingly grey. It's warmed up a bit, but this storm due in tomorrow. What I'm going to do now, coming up, Sandra sent over some clips from back at home, so she's she's sort of been busy. So let's hear from Sandra coming up right now.
Good evening. I've just been putting the bins out at home, and sorry it's quite windy, so the sound may not be great on this, but just looking at the last bits of colour in the garden. So I might share it with you, because who knows which garden we'll be in next year. Anyway, so what have we got? It's got little cyclamen there, which I still may plant out at some point, but it seems quite happy with the sage. We've got some late flowers on this lovely potentilla. Even 1 or 2 late flowers on the wild geraniums. Some late flowers on the sedum that I put in this year. What else have we got? We've got the buddleia will be cut back for the winter. This is some kind of variegated privet that's been in since before I was here. And quite a lot more colour on this side. So we've got some late evening primrose. There was a geranium that I put in. Some late nasturtium flowers. This is a mallow plant, marshmallow. Some begonias I put in for a bit of extra colour. The lavender flowers have died back, but the lavender's pushing out quite nicely. It's looking quite healthy. There's a borage plant there. I do love borage flowers, they're so pretty. And they are edible as well, as is the nasturtium actually. This was a kind of pink, a lovely scarlet one. I do like that one, that's quite pretty. I've been growing that in the back for a long time, but I'll put some in the front. Oh! One of the pansies survived the slugs. Oh, this was English marigold. It's actually going to seed and dying back now, but I hadn't spotted that before. It's nice. The echinops are dying back now. Obviously the roses need cutting back, they're dying back. Whoa! It's quite hard to get pansies to grow here because the slugs and snails just love them so much. Anyway. And so it's a strawberry plant, obviously another mallow, some kind of pinks there. What else? That's my herbs at the back. This piece here is Angelica. It's the second year in, it's got really big this year. This is actually thornless blackberry. We have some late raspberries on there and some late golden raspberries. Looking quite good. These are hops flowers. Looking rather fine. And so this is my cherry tree. And then in the corner I've got black currants. You can see in the distance the holly tree, small one, and some late bush roses. Got a little bit of late colour. And then the new-ish privet hedge. I think it's on its about third season now, the privet. It's filling in nicely. So I find something quite satisfying. I don't know why, about the end of season garden and the late flowers and everything winding down. Winter's on the way, but it's like a calmer season. Yeah. Nice. And most of the apples have been picked now. I'm just back inside. So I picked those yesterday because there was forecasts for rain today, and they definitely don't keep well if I pick them wet. So I've already given away a lot, and there's another load that I picked yesterday. And turned some into crumble that we had. So Lucy and Caden over to my mum's and had a meal together this afternoon, which is very nice. All went very well. So I didn't take the camera, sorry. But anyway, yeah, we had a nice time. Yeah. And yes, even though I picked so many apples, there are still even more apples. They've been very prolific this year. Probably not so many next year. So things are really dying down now, so time to do a bit more cutting back and tidying up. But, oh, some of the flowering broccoli that got away. The cabbage heads are getting quite big now. Oh, I've just noticed my I thought I put my sprout at the back down there somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. Boo. Anyway, there's some cabbages there getting pretty big. But yeah, it's very much end of season now. When I was cutting the grass last night, I did see one of the froglets, one of the young frogs that hatched out this year. That's a silver birch, and that's some watercress, which is of course also edible. Not sure what else is going on in there. There's a bit of grass wandered in there that needs picking out. But yeah, I'm assuming all the tadpoles are turned into froglets by now, but yeah. So far so good. And the vine, which you can sort of see through into the greenhouse, did pretty well. Obviously no fruit this year because I cut it back really hard at the start of the year. But yeah, maybe some fruit next year. Hey. Anyway, yeah, so the weekend's gone by so quickly. I'm back in work tomorrow. It's going to be a busy one. Bye for now. So that's it. That's the end of this growing season pretty much. And I've picked so many apples, too many apples. So there are a few left, but it was time to trim the apple trees, and the apple trees are trimmed. So they grew a lot this year, so as you can see I've had to cut a lot off. I may still do a bit more, but we'll gather up these bits for now. And so it's just trying to trim them so that they're at growing points for the next season, trim out any disease bits and things like that, and then just trying to make sure there's hopefully a bit of a clear path through. That's not normally there, but it's just trying to stop the grass going crazy when it was growing like mad. So yeah, so that sort of season it'll be next year. That we won't get this number of apples next year because you always get a bumper crop one year, not so many the next year. And I've cut the trees quite hard as well. Anyway, yeah, so the end of the season, 2023. Bye for now. So yeah, so I'm just winding up. It's not summer anymore, so it's almost dark, which is really sad. Anyway, but just before I came in, I thought I'd better pick my rhubarb and my cabbage because the cabbage is starting to bolt and the rhubarb will start to die back because it's that time of year. We're on the subject of so just no trick photography nail basically, but yeah, so that's my rhubarb. Simply early, doing pretty good. And this is again no trick photography. This is my cabbage, which we'll be enjoying this week. Has been shed a bit with the snails, but anyway, I should be able to pick around that. And some nice fresh cabbage this week, and some probably rhubarb crumble or something. Anybody want any apples? Speak soon. Bye. Running out of hands.
Right, look, look. We do have a long petrol hedge trimmer. Right, yesterday you saw what we were up to with all the cutting back, but we've got a few, not many, little scraggly bits that are hanging over. Cleared up all these branches yesterday. Do you remember all here yesterday? It'd have been great to have had a big bonfire, wouldn't it? A little bit here and here. Some of these now, we're going to get these cut back, and then these two pitches we've got here, we're just going to neaten up the tops there, bring in the line at the back, and basically neaten it all up and get that done before we get the rain that's due in. And I did mention also, let's go and have a look here now. We'll have a look in this dike now. The farmer's finished digging it out. We also did mention bringing down, if you've not seen these before, these are camping pitches, which are probably not really going to get used now until next spring. But we have spoken about bringing down the height of this just to make it more manageable next year, because obviously when we're trying to look after the campsite, it's quite hard to reach up. So I might bring down this line. I'm undecided whether to do it now before I leave in November, whether I'll get time between now and in October, possibly. But my next big job after I've got these hedges done is going to be lagging. We've got a lot of lagging to do, an awful lot of lagging to do. This is the dike now, I don't know if you can see down here. So all the overgrowth, everything down there has all been up here, it's all come up. Then you can see the hole there, these are drainage from these fields here, so these fields are quite well drained, which come in and feed in. So all down here has had its go over. Right, hope you enjoyed the little clip that Sandra sent over. It's quite nice to hear from her. I know a lot of you like to hear from Sandra, and we're just counting the weeks away now until we see each other again, which is possibly not going to be until November. You won't be able to see too clearly, it's a bit grey and miserable this, but basically both sides I've taken down. As I'm doing this, it's starting to rain, so I'm probably going to leave the cutting here now, scoop up the cuttings that I've just taken down, and we'll probably, it's another big piece, hold that there until this rain stops. Oh, here it comes. It's going to be one of them days, isn't it? stop-start day. Right, let's get inside. I'm not going to get wet. It's not got a clue what it wants to do. Let's get this rake. It really has not got any idea at all. I'm not wet, but I'm damp. There's nothing worse than being damp. The rain has stopped. Let's go and get these cuttings in. Right, little piles. What we'll do, start to scoop all these in, and all being well, we'll have no rain. Jesus, it's dodging the showers. Right, scoop all up there what I can. There's a little bit of drizzle at the moment. I'm going to get the Husqvarna, get the leaves up. If you were watching the travel trolls about the moving pitch the other day, it was a good vlog, that, wasn't it? So here on the seasonal area, this time of year now, we've got people who are not coming back next year or taking the vans off for winter. We've still got 2 pitches here free at the moment, although they are going to be taken. And the way we work, those that make a commitment, like pay a deposit for next year, get the first dabs on a seasonal pitch if somebody's moving. So we've got a couple down in the bottom corner who are emigrating to Spain, and that is a really it's raining again. That's a really sought after pitch. So because they paid a deposit before everybody else, they got the dabs onto that pitch. So it's absolutely an amazing pitch they've got. And obviously boat heads will come out this corner where they are, so they're here at the moment. They're going down to that bottom corner, which is quite private, quite protected with the hedging around it. Yeah, and then it's all swap around. Oh, the rain is really coming down. I'm going to run as quickly as I can. Oh, Jesus. They said it wasn't going to rain today. I'm going to get the fork, step ladders put away, and my coat's going to get wet again. And all being well, will I get a chance to scoop all these up today? We'll need to wait and see. Goodness me. Absolutely persisting it down. Right, I've done in this garage. Get this down. Look at the rain coming up here. Absolutely drenched. That's done. Need to get this coat off and go and get my waterproof coat ready. You know, it always rains here at the nurseries in Mumby, in Lincolnshire. This is hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Somebody sent in a complaint about me. We're really disappointed when we arrived that the Warden, Neil, did not what's this here now, ask for our name. He says, I don't know who you are. The reason why we ask for your names is because you, Mr. Smith, Mr. whatever, could have booked on another campsite. So when people come in, we need to check you're the right people that have made the booking. As I've mentioned many times, we've got another campsite called the Nurseries in York, and people book there in error and then turn up here. So that's why we had to ask for your name. You know, we're not mind readers. Great. The cafe is on a pre-book system now, and obviously as it's getting quieter, it will probably close down very shortly. So it's on a pre-book system. So and it's always subject to change anyway. So I've had a moan about that, isn't it? What else here? Where are we now? Oh, the shop had limited items. It's because we're now sort of at the end of the season, my dear friend. The person who made the complaint said we were the only check-in. There's the clue why we're winding down stock for the end of the season. Absolutely unbelievable. Neil spends more of his time walking around vlogging. Post just being delivered. Neil spends more of his time walking around vlogging. There was no other communication from the Warden. I think it's amazing. If you don't need to speak to the Warden, it means everything is great.
I don't go knocking on flaming doors going, hello, I'm Neil, the campsite warden. Let's have a bit of a chat with you for half an hour. And the reason being, I'm often out, as you see on the vlogs, and I do a daily vlog. I've got groundworks to do and other things to do that you probably haven't got a clue what goes on, including I'm actually sat in the office at the moment working out. I'm not going to go into what I'm actually doing in the office, but office work as well. And where are we now? Oh, going on about seasonal pitches. So, yeah, you wouldn't have seen me for a couple of days as well because I had 2 days off. Oh. I tell you, man, some of these are absolute blinders, and I know you're probably watching as well, and I do know who you are, and I'm so sorry that you weren't the chosen ones, and I didn't come over to you and bow at your knees when you came, but I have to ask who you are to make sure you're the right people that have made the bookings, and I don't go knocking on people's doors and putting my face in front of people. If you wanted me to come and say hello and you wanted to have a chat with the campsite warden, why didn't you approach me? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Unbelievable, but true. Tales of a campsite warden. I might actually do a vlog at the end of the season actually about these moaners, people who moan. What have we had here now? Yeah, the stock, the shop's running down on stock. If you go to Lidl's at the end of the day, or even Tesco's, the shelves need restocking. I might have to do a vlog. I might even have to do a vlog and obviously I'm not going to mention names, but who's been the biggest moaner of the year? And we've had a few in this year. And I work for a great company, and yeah, we're able to yeah, have some amusement at some of the comments that come in. Right, I'm back, as you can see, I'm back inside. I'm just going to go and grab something to eat, and all being well, we'll have a break in the weather and it'll stop raining. I'm just going to give myself some dinner. Give myself a pasta salad with a bit of tuna and chicken. Yeah, why are you putting a complaint? We came to check in and the campsite warden was sat on his desk and he was eating. Oh God, run. Oh dear. Yeah, I might do a vlog on who's on the oh, this is really strange. Yes, I've got an extra fork in my dinner. I might have to do a vlog on the biggest moaners. And this one could be in for an award. Absolutely blinding. Right, I'm sorry if I'm going to have some dinner. I do apologise. I do apologise for eating. The campsite warden came to check me in, and he had a bit of tuna on his chin. It rhymes, doesn't it? The campsite warden came to check us in, and he had a little bit of tuna on his chin. Blue sky. Oh, amazing. Right, I've eaten. I'm sorry if I've got anything on my thing, you know, just try and make a complaint. I am now going to quickly jump on the Husqvarna, sweep up the leaves. I'm not going to grass cut because that mower hates dampness, and everywhere is piddling wet through currently. So let's go and finish this bit off now, shall we? Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I'm sweltering, absolutely sweltering. Sun's out, it's really warm, blue sky is out. I think I've got quite a long vlog here, so I'm going to wrap it off. As ever, thanks everybody so much for watching, and if you smash the like button, here's a thumbs up from me to you. Hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Keep tuned in for more tales of being a campsite warden. Watch this space to what could come up next. Take care of it. Take care, everybody, even.